Happy Monday, happy Memorial Day, happy May 25th. I hope you guys all enjoy your 3-day weekend. Let's start with a bang here. Today's episode is going to be about greatness, just the word greatness. And what I mean by that is when you see someone at their absolute peak in entertainment, it just stands out. I'm going to go directly into sports and then link it back into creating content in the theme park world. When I used to watch like a Kobe Bryant, a LeBron James, a Michael Jordan, you see someone at their absolute peak doing things that no one else in the world can do. It's really amazing to watch because it's just different, and you can just see how good they really are. There is an appreciation towards that and a wow. I'm going to kind of directly give an example in my experience of life. When I was about 22 years old, I was lucky enough to teach at a high school like theater camp. I did a lot of film work for them and did like the film classes. But they brought in a lot of people from the industry to talk. One of the people that they brought in was a dance teacher, and he was the choreographer for Lady Gaga at the time. Really cool. I remember watching him teach the high schoolers the dance to Edge of Glory. And I remember just kind of like just watching, and I wasn't doing the dance or anything like that. Just watching him do the moves, and it was like the one thing that always stuck with me. It's stuck with me now for 15 years. It just moved like butter. Everything was so smooth and just so well done that it's like you're watching a master at their peak. And the reason why I bring this up in greatness is so many people expect greatness just to come to them. They expect, after a few years, they're going to hit that pinnacle and they're going to be great and everything like that. But these things take years and years of not only dealing with your own craft, your own mental, and all of that, your own physical, but one of the biggest pieces that's missed is learning from other people. Watching film, watching different shows, listening to different people. And this is where I'm going to kind of bring it back. I'll actually bring up another example. One of the comedians I really like is Katt Williams. And, I've been listening to his comedy sets for 15, 20 years now. And I was first introduced to him when he was on Wild and Out. And Wild and Out brought in a whole bunch of different comedians. And, I was young at the time, but he always stood out as whatever team he was on, they were going to win because he was by far the best comedian up there. And at that point, when I was like 18 years old, 16, 17, 18 years old, I didn't understand it, but I was watching greatness happen. And now that I've kind of learned more about him, it's because of the fact that he reads a lot. He learns a lot. He takes interest in every different piece of life, not only real life, but comedian life, how to become better in his own craft, but he's also lived life too. It's very important to do all of these things, and this is where I bring it back to the social media theme park world, is to become great at social media, YouTube, TikTok. We've got it so ingrained, the whole viral thing. And it's going to be like, you're going to go viral and then everything's going to be great. It doesn't really work that way. It's building blocks. It's if the viral moment happens, you want the viral moment to happen where you've already have such a great trace of wonderful stuff behind it, and you've been building towards this, and you build with your audience, and you grow with your audience, and you mature with your audience. These things don't just happen overnight. Like, it takes time, and some cases it's going to take longer than others, but my biggest thing with the social media world is listening and talking not only to your audience but other creators in your realm as well. Learn from them, you know, bounce ideas off of one another, engage, you know. That's how you're going to become the best that you can be. If you're just isolated to yourself, to your own mind, to your own physical, there is a wall that you won't be able to pass, because you won't be able to grow outside of your own self. You have to be able to learn and talk and get out of your circle. One of the best things that I've ever done with my social media is bounce out of the theme park group, you know, listen and watch other communities, sports, card breaking, you know, things I like, collectibles. I sometimes fall on animal TikTok, you know, with like dogs and turtles. But it's very important to like engage and see what's going on there, but not only watch and learn what's going on there, but also talk to those people as well, and learn about them and learn about where they've come from, because that's a really, really important part, not only of life, but just growing. And in a lot of ways, I feel like that's how you become great, is by extending yourself forward into arenas that you never thought you would be in, conversations that you never thought you're going to be in. The wonderful thing about 2026 is you can have these conversations and still be in your living room. It's so easy these days, but we don't do it. I do believe that's how, in one of the biggest ways, you can become great. You just gotta listen, and you just gotta engage in those conversations and read as much as you possibly can to expand your knowledge. Alright, that was a deep episode. I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably some more Disney talk. I'll see y'all later.